What's up, everybody? D-Man back. Welcome to a brand new video, and today we're going to be doing another Godzilla vs. Kong news and updates. Chapter times in the description below. Skip to whichever story you want. Starting out, we're going to show off some art. This one comes to us from Altier Andrew, something like that. This is his Godzilla and Kong art, so that's fun. We also have this one that comes to us from Julius Bridge Fo 3. I think that's how you say that. I've got no idea. This is really cool. This is Godzilla vs. Kong art. Looks fantastic. I don't care what anybody says. The lightning hands are awesome. They always have been. I think they're cool. The new X Plus Kong Skull Island figure is out. It's Kong, of course. And Jordan Vogue Roberts celebrated that on Twitter. I really want this guy. I hope I get him because that's awesome right there. I really am excited for that guy. Adam Wingard got his own Godzilla and Kong birthday cakes. That's really fun. Supposedly, Isa Gonzalez is the one who made him these cakes, or at least bought them for him. She definitely didn't make them. They're definitely custom made, but that's fun, you know? Celebrating Godzilla and Kong's birthday with a 2014 and 2005 cake. That would have been actually a great place for a reveal. If I were in charge of the Godzilla vs. Kong team, I would have had them whip up some photos or a photo, a still HD image of both Godzilla and Kong, their full 2020 designs. I know it's really early for that, but just one photo can't be that hard to do. I'd have them whip that one photo up, and then I'd put those on the cakes, and that would be the way I showed off the first reveal for the characters. I think that'd be really neat, but we didn't get that. Geez, I'm gonna mispronounce this actor's name. We have Shun Ogari, who is joining Godzilla vs. Kong. It is apparently going to be his first Hollywood debut, I believe. He is a Japanese actor, if I'm not mistaken. That's exciting. At first, I was like, well, why is it a Japanese guy in Godzilla vs. Kong? Don't they realize that Kong's movie was like China Central? And then I realized, I was like, oh shoot, yeah, no, wait a minute. Yeah, Godzilla's in the movie. Yeah, he's a Japanese character. No, that makes perfect sense to put Japanese people in this movie. But the way that Kong was marketed so heavily towards China actually confused me when I was like, what? Japan? But now I'm back on track. I'm like, all right, we got Godzilla in this movie. It is a Godzilla movie. I keep forgetting that. I always think about it like a Kong movie, but no, it is Godzilla's movie also. Godzilla vs. Kong was set to film in Hawaii through the 20th of this month. That did actually wind up being true. It did film all the way through the 20th and then it stopped. They filmed at a water treatment plant to get some spooky corridors and apparently destroyed exteriors. I don't think they're actually going to be using that as a water treatment plant in the movie. If I had to guess, it'll be a Monarch facility. We'll see. They also filmed in Chinatown, where 3 years ago they filmed Kong Skull Island's China scenes. I don't think that they actually filmed the China scenes there. I don't think Kong Skull Island doesn't have any scenes that take place in China, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure what scenes they filmed in Hawaii and Chinatown during Kong Skull Island. Maybe the Vietnam or Bangkok scenes, right? I don't know. I actually don't know what they filmed in Chinatown, but yeah, they went back to the same location to film for Godzilla vs. Kong, so it could be the same location from Kong Skull Island returning. Maybe it's where they found James Conrad's character. Maybe they're going back to that bar. I doubt it, but you never know. They also filmed at some gas station at night. We have a little bit of footage of that. We can't really see much other than a Storm Chaser van there, and there is another Storm Chaser or Storm Tracker van that we have some pictures of. Apparently these things are like an ongoing joke with the people who are spotting the filming of this movie because there's just an absurd amount of them everywhere. And they actually did give us an interesting reveal when they got up close. Those, along with some police cars spotted on set, revealed to us that Hawaii is not Hawaii in Godzilla vs. Kong. Shouldn't be that surprised. When they filmed in Hawaii during Kong Skull Island, guess where it wound up being? Vietnam and Skull Island did not wind up being Hawaii. Also, they filmed Godzilla 2014's Monarch Station. They filmed that in Vancouver, I think. So like, yeah, they never actually really film at the exact location they say they're going to be filming, but it is interesting that they went to Hawaii to film a Florida scene. Maybe the prices are lower to film in Hawaii. I've got no idea. Either way, it turns out that, yeah, no, Hawaii is not Hawaii. It is a stand-in for Florida. That's pretty interesting. It's interesting that Godzilla vs. Kong is going to have some stuff set on the Atlantic coast. Usually we're used to seeing Pacific coast because that's just, you know, that's what we're used to. That's what we've seen a whole bunch. If we're going to like the East Coast to do some like Atlantic filming stuff, I find that interesting because Skull Island is in the Pacific. How is Kong going to get from the Pacific to the Atlantic? I don't know. I really don't. That lends to the theory that he'll probably be airlifted, I guess, because that'd make the most sense for him to get from point A to point B. Maybe they're just filming Godzilla scenes. Maybe Kong is in the Pacific. Maybe his stuff will happen on the Pacific coast, and Godzilla's stuff maybe he'll just make his way across to America. I've got no idea. We saw some pictures of a Monarch bunker and Monarch soldiers. We saw some video of these soldiers all lined up together. It looks to me like what the soldiers are lining up for is something similar to what we saw in Godzilla 2014 with the soldiers on the Golden Gate Bridge, where they're all lined up waiting for something. I think what they're waiting for is going to be Godzilla's arrival. That'd be my guess. Could be some other monster. You know, we do know that potentially more than just Godzilla and Kong will be in the movie for sure. It's been hinted already, but that's not 100% confirmed yet. So we could see some other monsters appear, and I will talk about that in a theory video that I'll be doing later on this week about how I would handle Godzilla vs. Kong given the information we know about Godzilla King of the Monsters. So I don't think we can rule it out that it'll be someone other than Godzilla and Kong. Yeah, it'll probably be a brand new monster for the Monsterverse like the Mutos. I don't know. Could be a Skullcrawler. Maybe a big Skullcrawler made its way to the mainland. Who knows? Millie Bobby Brown made it to Hawaii. She took a picture with one of her fans. You know, it's a real cute picture. Looking at Millie Bobby Brown here, she looks completely different than she does when she's actually filming Godzilla vs. Kong. I don't really like her Godzilla vs. Kong look, as we'll discuss here when we talk about the first reveal pictures of Madison Russell, Millie Bobby Brown in Hawaii. They look ishy. I don't like them. I don't like her black hair. I don't like how long it is. Something about this just doesn't look right to me. It looks like she's in like a moody gothic phase of her life. Why can't we get her with the same look Madison Russell has in King of the Monsters? She looks fine in King of the Monsters. The hair here really is off-putting to me. It's not even like the weird colors of the clothes she's wearing, which I don't like the colors of the clothes she's wearing. It's the hair. The hair throws it off. It's really weird because it's in these pictures with Julian Dennison too. We have pictures of Millie Bobby Brown and Julian Dennison being directed by Wingard. Don't like it. Don't like her look here. Julian Dennison looks fine, sure, you know, don't have too much to say about him. But it's these pictures of Madison Russell, Millie Bobby Brown with the black hair that I really dislike. I don't know what it is about it, but it looks fake to me. It doesn't look like her real hair. If it is her real hair, I'm not a fan of it being black. I don't like the black hair. All right, enough criticizing the way a person looks. Moving on to images of a destroyed town that we have from Godzilla vs. Kong. I don't know what destroyed this town, but yeah, it is leveled. This will probably be Florida still. It probably won't be Hawaii. It'll be Florida. This destruction doesn't look like something Godzilla would do. Doesn't look like something Kong would do. To me, this looks like the result of like Rodan flying above head. That's not me saying that I think Rodan's going to be in Godzilla vs. Kong. Let's get that very clear right here. That's just me saying that for traditional Godzilla aftermath, this doesn't look like what we're used to seeing. I could understand this more as if something big flew over and everything got blown over. It could be a hurricane, could be any number of things, not Rodan. I think these pictures look cool. Should be exciting to see the destruction happen. Hopefully they don't just like cut to the aftermath like they did in Godzilla when they also were in Hawaii, when they were like, look, big battle at the Honolulu airport. And it's over. We didn't actually get to see it. We just get to see the aftermath. Okay, we got a Godzilla vs. Kong placeholder logo. This just says GVK. We think this is for Godzilla vs. Kong. It could actually be for some random thing that we have no idea, but I think this is supposed to be Godzilla vs. Kong. Don't have much to say about it. It's literally just the letters GVK. But if you look here on the actual design on the hat, it looks like the patterning that we saw on the natives on Skull Island, so that's fun. Maybe it's an Easter egg. Who knows? We got an Apex placeholder a little while ago. It shows off Kong and Godzilla fighting each other. Sure, fun. I like it, I guess. Don't have much to say about it either. Of course, Apex is the filming name for Godzilla vs. Kong, not the finalized name. Yeah, looks fine. Looks like a fan art, though, but it is apparently official. Godzilla vs. Kong wrapped filming in Hawaii, like I said, on the 20th, and when they did, a whole bunch of the crew members got together to celebrate, took some photos. We'll talk about what's in those photos here in a second. Before we break down all that, though, I want to say that Godzilla vs. Kong will begin refilming 2019 in Australia. They'll be moving to Australia, so our previous news and updates, yeah, we were right, they're moving to Australia. It didn't make sense. I didn't know how they could film in both locations at once, and now we know they weren't. They were going to film in Australia second, so... They're finished in Hawaii, moving to Australia. 2019 filming should be great. We'll probably get some more set footage and videos outside filming when they're doing that there. It probably won't be Australia. They'll probably be using that as another placeholder, but we'll just have to wait and see. Then they'll probably be moving to Atlanta, where they're going to film indoors, and we won't get anything until we actually get official reveals. Okay, what is contained inside these pictures with this set? Well, it just so happens that our first look at Godzilla vs. Kong is contained in there. Yeah, we have our first look at King Kong and Godzilla fighting. I don't actually have a lot to say about it, though, because, like, it's really poor quality. It's small and poor quality, and you have to zoom in to look at it. When you zoom in, you lose resolution. Here's what we got. We got the Godzilla 2014 font, vs. Kong. That's the Kong Skull Island font. That's fun. Adam Wingard's name is written in Kong Skull Island font, and it looks like Ben, whoever, I don't know how to say that last name, his name is written in the Godzilla 2014 font. Cool, I guess. I like how they use the Godzilla red. That's nice. The soldiers here show off that we will hopefully be getting the massive scale that Gareth Edwards brought to the table. That's one thing that I'm worried King of the Monsters will be missing, so I'm happy to see the idea of it is returning for this Godzilla vs. Kong, at least picture. As far as the monsters design goes, I don't want to talk too much about them because they're not official. Yes, this picture is actually being used to promote Godzilla vs. Kong in terms of this one social media picture. We know they're using it as a placeholder on set, but don't forget that this is what Kong looked like back in the Comic-Con days of 2014 for Skull Island. They've used false images to promote these movies before. They will do it again in the future. It's not like this is our finalized design and we're actually seeing the actual Godzilla vs. Kong fight here. That's not what we're seeing. It's just art, and it looks like fan art. I know this was probably done by a professional artist, actually done for Godzilla vs. Kong the movie, but it looks like it is fan art. It straight up looks like this Kong 2005 versus Godzilla 2014 fan art. That's not a bad thing because that's a really cool fan art, but when you see a picture that looks identical to the actual official picture and the actual quote-unquote official picture isn't actually 100% official, there's not too much to be said about it. A lot of people have been pointing to Kong's beard and they're all excited about that. Yeah, it's a fun idea. I think the beard on Godzilla Earth is really badass, so if we get a bearded Kong, I'm all for that. A lot of people are really excited about Kong's size here. He looks to be about 200 to 300 feet. Of course, I'm excited about that. I know that a lot of Kong fans and Godzilla fans were worried and excited about how Kong didn't have any chance against Godzilla due to his size, but they definitely will be fixing that for Godzilla vs. Kong, and it looks like they have fixed that. Godzilla in the picture looks like a blend between the 2014 and 2019 designs. He is not actually full on either. He has a much more 2014 looking design with much more 2019 looking dorsal fins. However, those dorsal fins are 100% not the 2019 dorsal fins. Those are definitely brand new for this art piece. Some people have been pointing to like, look, the dorsal fins are kind of have a white hue to them. Yeah, sure, because it's a black and white picture. Like, yeah, of course they have a white hue to them. Some people have been pointing to Kong, being like, look, he's got some weird dusty stuff all over his chest. It's like, yeah, that looks like smoke to me. It looks like he's in a smoky area. I think people might be reading into this image a little bit too much because, like I said, it's not really confirmed. What we'll probably see in Godzilla vs. Kong is the Godzilla 2019 design slimmed down. That's probably what we'll be seeing. For Kong, we will definitely be seeing a much more scaled up version of the Skull Island design. Maybe he'll have a little beard. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and find out on that one. Really cool image though. I think it's an awesome picture of them fighting. Yeah, I'm excited for the movie. I really am. I know a lot of people are like, my attention's all towards King of the Monsters right now. I can't spare anything for Godzilla vs. Kong, but I'm excited for Godzilla vs. Kong. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. D-Man, out.